So the first half turned out pretty well. Second half had a rough start, missed a couple shots, but I got back into the flow of it and was able to step up for these guys. But they also had to double a couple times, and in those instances, I found Vince, I found Dakota, found PJ, just found the open guy, and they had to pick their poison. And I think that we did a really good job today.
What's it like being 6 and 7 inches taller than your competitors?
Well, I would just say, obviously it's a little bit easier sometimes going against somebody smaller than going against somebody who's my own size, because in terms of shot blocking and things like that. But I think those guys put up a hell of a fight, and you gotta give them credit for that.
PJ, how did you fix things defensively today as a team in the second half?
I thought we stuck with it. We got to a rough start, to be honest. We got let Rob Johnson get going, and Morgan as well. Those guys played a great game. They fought really hard. We just stuck with it. We knew if we kept sticking with it and executing on the offensive end, we'll get our defensive stops. We'll finish the play with the rebound, and then it's just a pick their poison for them. When we're on the offensive end, whether they're going to double Isaac or leave us open to make shots on the outside. And we executed down the stretch, and we were able to finish the game.
PJ, can you just walk us through the steal there in the final minute?
Yeah, I think I got a couple. I don't know, I jumped to the ball with Rob. Rob was coming off, and I just jumped to the ball. Just doing our defensive principles, and then I think Newkirk was coming off a ball screen. My hands were just active. I got a deflection and got the ball back. But it's just the little things. The little things end up adding up. We got the ball back, and then Vince was able to knock down some free throws for us. So just sticking with it. Not going to beat everybody by 20 points. IU is probably the toughest place to play in the Big Ten, especially with wearing black and gold on your jersey. So I thought we did a great job of sticking with our game plans today and finishing the game.
Vince, how can a game like this, playing in a tough environment, help you guys down the road when you got to play future road games?
I mean, it just prepares us, like you said, just playing other games down the road, it just makes us prepared as a team, and we just got to come out and be ready. We kind of got out to a sluggish start. We didn't play that well in the first half. We didn't shoot that well. You're not always going to shoot the ball at a high clip, even though we're a good three-point shooting team. It's not always going to fall, so we just got to do little things. And I credit him for stepping up. Isaac did a good job for us down low, stepping up and just making baskets where we needed them, and he played a big man today.
Isaac, as an Alabama guy, how long did it take for you to figure out this whole Indiana-Purdue thing?
Well, I was told by these guys, the guys I pretty much grew up with here. So I didn't really believe it till I came here. And then it just turned into a whole new level, and I just heard some of the things the students were yelling, and I was like, man, no wonder these guys hate them. So, and
Anything
then
memorable? Anything
No,
memorable?
I'm not gonna talk about that. But I mean, I will say that growing up with these guys, they have a hatred for it. That we all just kind of play hard, and on the court, we're hostile enemies, and off the court, we're pretty good friends with those guys. So you just gotta give them credit, man. They played hard, and so did we, and it's just what it was.
Isaac, you realize I know you're in the middle of a season that could be very special, but you're making history almost with every win, consecutive wins, most wins to start the season. Do you realize that? Do you realize how special this year has been to date so far, or can you step back and do that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to run from that stuff. You're always getting told around the corner by somebody that, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing this. I'm just like, oh, I didn't know that. But it's pretty cool to hear about that kind of stuff. But I think our guys are really mature, and they step up and they do the things they're supposed to do by keeping the focus and understand that it's an everyday grind, that you have to come in, you have to work every day, continue the process that got you here. And I think our guys do a good job of that. So.
Vince, what was that vibe that was kind of working between you and Isaac early on in this game when the shots weren't falling from everybody?
I'm just sticking with it down low, just having a relentless attitude, down low on the block and getting offensive rebounds and just trying to do the little things. Like you said, little things add up. So when it's time to win, it's time to go in the ball game. You got to be able to get on the glass and get stops. And I think he just did a great job of just being simple. He caught the ball down low. He was simple, turn around and finish, and that was big for us. So I think that was just the biggest things for us to take away.
Vince, your guys' three-point shooting is such a constant. What more than anything got you through this on a day you guys didn't shoot particularly well?
I mean, just like I said, we're getting the ball at the rim, and we were getting good looks from outside, but of course they weren't falling. Then just getting some key defensive shots when we needed them. Like I said, shots are not always going to fall. It's just you got to win ugly sometimes, and our shooting today was ugly, but we were able to pull it out.
PJ, winning 5 out of 6 against IU, winning 3 out of 4 in Bloomington, what do those things mean?
Oh, it means everything. Anytime you're playing your rival team, you obviously want to beat them, and we were able to do that 5 out of 6 times, like you said, and coming here every year since we've been freshmen. It's been an experience for us. Obviously, it's really hard to play here. It's really hard to win, and I think we've done a great job of handling that. IU's had really good teams over the last 4 years, and we just stuck with it and tried to show who was the best team in the state. And credit to IU. I thought they played really hard today. The environment was awesome, and it was just a really fun game to play in.
PJ, 17 now in a row. These numbers become, mind-numbing a little bit after a while? Or?
Yeah, you just try not to pay attention to it. Like I just said, obviously it's always going to be there. We just want to keep focusing on Purdue and getting better. And we feel like we are getting better. We're winning different ways. We're shooting the ball really well. We're getting better defensively. We're winning ugly like we did tonight, not shooting the ball well. So we're just finding out a lot about ourselves, that we're a really good team. We can win in multiple fashions, and it will be a tough out if we keep getting better and listen to Coach Paint.
How come you guys were able to get those stops at the end on a day when it wasn't your best defensive day?
Well, we knew that's what you had to do to win. We said it the whole game. It's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna have to get stops and rebound the ball and win the game, and that's just what happened. It's happened in multiple games before this, and we just kept doing what we've been doing the whole time during this streak, just getting better throughout the game and focusing on us, and I thought we really did that tonight.
You guys change anything against those ball screens?
I'll get it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and make fun.
Well, I mean, the only thing really different was that we kind of defended things a little bit different on their screens down low, but their ball screens, I think we pretty much did a good job of it. Just sticking to our principles towards the end of the game. Obviously, with Matt, we turned into a 5-way switching, and we did a really good job of it, keeping those guys in front of us and getting those key rebounds when they didn't make them.
Do you take as much pride in passing out of the double the way you did today as much as scoring at the rim? Because that's something you didn't do early in your career as well as you are doing now.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy, seeing these other guys score when they try to take me away. And when I see that double, there was a couple times where they came pretty quick, and I saw Vince wide open, but I knew that if I'd have brought the ball up and tried to pass it to him, they'd have stripped it from me. And I was a little disappointed in that. But, I do take pride in that. I do try to find these guys when they're wide open. There was a couple times where it was just easy layups for Vince, and the other times where they had to create for themselves. And I think those guys did a really good job. You can only give them the best on that.
Vince, can you talk a little bit about, obviously you guys have been good for the last few years, but you've been kind of getting out of the tournament early. How much emphasis has gone into, let's keep it going in the regular season, but let's keep the postseason going too?
I mean, we don't look at the postseason until regular season's over or until the next game's over, so we're not going to look into it that far. We're going to keep playing, and we're going to keep taking one game at a time. Win streak, all that stuff, it really doesn't matter at this point. What matters is we're building for something bigger. We're trying to win a championship here, so we got to do that by just taking it one game at a time.
Your thoughts on the Carson Edwards dunk?
Yeah, we've seen it before, so to so many people that think it's a shock, it's not a fluke. So that was, he's really athletic, man. He doesn't get enough credit for that, and I think that's good for him because the last few games he's missed a couple. So to go out and get that one on this stage was big time.
Any of you ever been on the wrong end of it?
Oh, shoot, my bad.
He split a ball screen. It caught me by surprise.
Yeah, it got ugly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I will say that dude.
We played well tonight.
Yeah. Baptizing the masses on that one.
Is there anything else? Thank you guys.
All right.